Do what?
I'm not afraid of the pickerels in the water. You know?
Or the piranha.
Piranha.
It's a stream.
Yeah.
It's a stream. It's not.
I'm washing off
The blood
braving the
leeches?
piranha. I wash off in the stream and rinse out my pannier, and I'll rinse off the gnomes for him. He's been a pretty good guy about it.
You're a good guy.
But I'm not washing the gnome. Just his pannier.
Okay, I got you.
What part of no is it pannier?
Don't ask. He's the one that came up with the word pannier, so I'm going to use it as much as I can. Okay, so I'm done.
Okay, so I'm done with that. And
Did the piranha get me?
Does anybody need to
Gators?
fill up any of their water? Huh? Go ahead.
Do the piranhas or the gators get me?
There's nothing there. It's just a stream. Okay, it's just a little stream.
But the horses have.
Just a stream?
Just a stream. Out
What's
here
the
in
story
field.
in that?
Oh,
look,
there's no story.
I see a little monument in brass. The stream of the Great One.
Yeah, no, this is
And there's a nice little story that
It's the
follows.
stream of hope.
this is a
Once,
stream of.
once there was a young man named Doug
Yeah. No, this is just a stream out in the field, basically.
who used to sell many a rope.
They've ridden a couple miles
Brought that for you.
without you.
Thank you very much.
It says-
I got one of
Yeah,
yours.
I have
Stop.
the others, the next two also.
They've ridden a couple of
Yeah,
miles and
I've
stopped
got
in the
the
stream.
third
So you
orcs
want to
now
take back.
reading. I brought it.
Watch it.
Okay.
And I'm washing out the pannier. It's really for
You
you.
have you read the second and third orcs?
No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
he
right
went stop
along
in the
the
stream.
stream.
Like I said,
Okay.
you're just coming off down the road right now in the stream.
Right.
You didn't see
I
the
rinsed
sign.
out your
Your
pannier
little
too,
cobalt,
but I
your little
didn't
cobalt
wash
buddy's
you.
back
So
there
if you want to get in the
in
stream
the
and
saddle,
rinse off
fussing
like I
about
did,
where
you
the hell
can.
you're
I will.
You didn't see the
Oh,
sign.
See, that's why we don't wear metal armor.
Well, again, in Orcish.
Because
What's it to you?
I'm a scofflaw.
well, he just doesn't have
Tough
to.
nookies.
Because you're not going towards. This
I
is
brave
the way the den. This is the way
The game
follow the
warden,
road.
the
So far, everybody's opted not to.
the
Follow the road.
environmental
About
protection
2 miles
agency
from the
and
stream.
the
We have
piranha
to
that I wash off.
decide what to do with you in an orderly manner.
Okay. Well, y'all hear those that understand what he's saying, those that don't. The cobalt's back here making it right. Okay.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Cut his throat.
You are in error, Dungeon
He
Master.
didn't gag you.
That's easy to fix.
Just got
He
his
didn't
tie
gag him.
out.
He just stuck him in the saddlebag, and he's back there fussing on him. Hey,
He's
see
well
what he
tied
did.
up.
Look,
He's not
he's
going.
gagged.
He's not going anywhere. He's just yakking.
I believe he's yet.
Oh, he's gagged. Okay, so then you stopped and gagged him once you realized he wasn't.
As soon as the first peep comes out
Stuff the
of
horse apple down his throat, of course. Okay.
Okay,
wrap some shoelaces around it.
okay.
He doesn't want
We
to
got
get.
tourniquets.
He just wanted dead, but it was a
I
tug of along.
respect that.
I don't know. The last time I used a tourniquet on a kobold, somebody killed it.
And I apologize for it.
Yes,
Yeah,
you were
so-
slitting his throat.
So anyway,
You
you
apologize
exit
to
the
the
stream as you wind through the road, and you come to another set of woods. A little bit thicker than the woods you left before they were near the castle, and he's back to his old ways of playing with fire again. He keeps trying to catch trees on fire.
Playing with
On
fire.
occasion, he actually gets off his horse and walks over and tries to start a fire.
Let's
with
just
the
keep
deadwood.
moving and leave him behind it. That's what I say.
We
I
can't
say
do
smack
that.
him
Why
over
not?
the head and take that bow with
I'll
him.
catch Watch, it'll happen if we just keep going. He'll be left behind. We can do that.
We cannot do that.
Don't worry about me.
It's probably the
Don't worry
King's
about
Forest.
me.
What do we care if it burns down?
Yeah, we're beyond the King's Forest now, a little bit further out.
This is just nobody's.
We're in Charlie's forest.
Yeah, there you go. Nobody's forest. Nobody's
It's
forest.
still nighttime.
It's still nighttime, yeah, you guys. It's nighttime. And
This is the Forest of Gump.
It's
we're in.
nighttime again.
No, you guys, it's still the morning hour. You never got to the daytime yet. Y'all been traveling a couple hours.
You know,
You've been
Jim,
traveling
in
a
this
couple
forest,
hours
you just
most.
never
I mean,
know
it's
what you're going to
2 in the
get.
morning.
So we've probably only gone about a mile.
Y'all gone about 4 miles.
Just got to reach in and grab one
3
and see
a.m.
what
You
it
know,
is.
y'all been trotting. Is the last thing you're
We
doing.
had a big fight and we looted bodies and we interviewed a kobold.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's still wee hours of the night.
You had a bath.
And you just washed off in the stream.
Yeah,
Anyway, if
I did too.
if-
Get all
if
that
you-
horse
if you
apple
aren't paying
stink
attention,
off me.
he will start some dead wood on fire at some point in the forest.
That's
Every
fine.
time he stops, he
Make a
gets off his
campfire every
horse.
time we stop. I'm
I
okay with that. I
stop
gotta
and
dry
watch.
off, right?
Okay, well, he'll start a
You
fire.
like
If you
fires
watch
too?
enough, he's going to start a fire. And once he starts a fire, he kind of steps
I
back to
think I
admire
need
it.
more rations by now.
And
I
as
only
long
have
as
4.
it's burning and it looks like it
It's
might,
almost
engulf the whole whatever he caught on fire, whether it's a dead tree, whatever, he's happy. He gets on his horse again, and he may not want to start another tree on fire for another, 10, 15 minutes.
I can control
So, he's cool.
I admire that.
Anytime.
it. You got a pyromania streak going on over here. We can
He
get
does
a
horse
pyromania.
apples, you do fire. I understand.
Yeah, he's
Fire is clean.
And I juggle. Hey,
You juggle.
except I
on
don't juggle.
on occasion, if
Hey, Jim,
My horse apple.
I'm going to learn how to
Your horse
juggle
apple's my
flaming
fire.
horse apples.
Maybe.
I just washed out your pannier.
Well, I'm not doing it in a pannier, for God's sake.
Oh my God!
And think of the money we can make in the next town, juggling flaming horse apples.
this is a bit of
In your panniers.
this is a thicker forest than the original one. You're true, and it's actually a bit a bit wider. So instead of just being, a mile or so wide, you're about 3-4 miles into the forest though.
Ooh.
And it's obviously a lot darker here because we have a lot of,
Foresty things.
foresty things.
My eyes
up
are
above
open
you.
for spiders.
Open for
We call
spiders.
it canopy.
And
Well, you guys are traveling, and it's pretty dark when you're in the woods of this thing. There's only a few of you with infrared.
Well, the big
vision,
ones
so-
that eat
yeah, I have
I have no
infravision,
clue if
so my
anybody's
head's like
lighting
it's on a
torch or
gimbal
has a lantern or
swiveling.
anything. If they need to
I can
travel
light
by
a
night,
torch.
they don't care. That's
Yeah, that's the one I
oh, there you go. Yeah, there's not. Yeah. Also, he decides to tote a torch around. He likes the torch. He likes the fire.
Yeah, that kills our infravision.
Not to light a
That's right. So I
torch.
light a torch.
He likes
and
a
I
torch.
wave it in the air.
Yeah, he's kind of playing with his torch while he's
The
riding on the
sparks to
horse.
fly off with it when we go over dead leaves.
They probably don't have don't apparently have much problem with you as long as you're not torching the whole forest, I guess.
I guess we've
Roll
given
me-
up on surprise or
roll me a
secrecy.
D10. Yeah, everybody
Yes,
roll me
sir.
a D10.
A 0. Or a 10, whichever one you want.
Well, since you only got 10 numbers, it'll be a 1 through 10 or 0 through 9. 10?
You got it.
3.
10.
Okay.
3.
Don't go like this.
1.
He doesn't know what you're doing.
3.
9.
Okay. You notice, I'm assuming you're still in the same writing order here, since it hasn't changed.
Did we go to reverse alphabetical? I could have swore it was totally out.
No, you're actually behind. You're
Oh.
in front. You're in front of Jennell. You notice that
I want to go by height. Tallest in the front, they'll stop the most arrows.
I love
you
that.
notice off in
makes
the woods, kind of up in the lower part of the canopy, you keep noticing some type of movement. Not sure what it is. You're really not sure that you're seeing movement, but you keep
Spider
thinking you're
monkeys.
catching something. It's just too dark
Throw
to
webs.
Oh yeah, they're deadly.
I say, everyone don't look right now. Oh, no, don't look right now.
That's funny. Well said.
tell. Yeah, don't.
But sort of up and to the left. Okay, look. It's up there. Something.
I have infravision. Am I seeing
I'm assuming
warm
people-
bodies?
I'm gonna assume people are looking up there.
Sure.
Yeah,
no,
infravision's not blinding.
No warm bodies. Yeah, I don't see any warm bodies up there. His
Dead
flinging the
pigs.
torch around isn't nothing, but you're not seeing anything warm. But as y'all look, some of you have caught. All of you think that you see something move at first, but then you're not sure.
Imps.
I could throw a
Set
torch
fire to
up
the
there.
forest. It's the only way to do it.
Isn't there spray?
I am with that plan.
Now you on the other hand,
I have a giant
You know,
flask of Roundup. I'll
you're
start
getting the
killing
question why.
trees. Why?
Yeah, you're getting this like something's trying to communicate with you and say why.
Why? I
It
shut
is
up.
ants.
Why?
Well, you're
When I
the
look
druid
back,
case, so this is
Right.
normally your domain.
Why?
Yes. Why? Do I
Why
recognize
not?
this voice at all?
Not
This voice I've never
specifically.
heard
not-
before?
No,
True
but
neutral
you,
response,
You,
why
you
not?
know the being is of the plant nature at the moment, and they're asking why.
There's beings asking you questions.
Are they
Yeah,
kidney
why?
beans or
you know
garbanzo
they're probably
beans?
asking why. Why do you keep trying to set the
Or
forest?
fava beans.
Fava beans.
Because the
Uh-oh,
forest
that's
will be-
serious.
Because you're a friend. You're supposed to be a friend. That they're
But the,
confused.
but the forest will be so much more beautiful with flames.
It's dark and I can't see
Or
your
you're still riding along.
Why
You
do
have
I
to stop
feel
at
a
the check
segue into llamas with hats here?
Anything to help my fellow elf.
And you'll hear me saying,
Your
the
fellow
forest will be
elf.
so
This is
much more beautiful.
Yeah, you hear this guy talking like he's talking to nobody, talking about how the forest would be prettier with fire. You don't know what he's talking to, but you just hear him making random
But you have
comments.
2 tourniquets still.
One around his mouth, one around his throat. Either one ought to work.
Are y'all actually continue to ride, or you stopping to observe?
Is that, do I see any of that motion?
We don't have much choice. It's how we're in the
No,
canyons.
everybody just thought they saw something, but at the moment,
That's
while
very
everybody's
sweet.
looking, nothing's moving. But everybody
It's
thought
not
they saw
even our
something look, so
destination.
I don't know if they were paused or riding, but every time somebody looks up, you think you catch movement, but yet you're not sure. 'cause
Nothing to see here, move along,
At the moment.
move along.
Love that idea.
And you've heard him chit chat about forest with fire. Okay.
We're gonna start trotting down the road.
Let's-
You're trying down the road, I'm just rolling. I'm just rolling.
Let the crazed elf
Okay.
people burn everything,
Don't
we
you worry,
continue.
nothing but that heavy load.
It just burned.
Ease on down.
Okay, y'all are riding down the road, and
No, we're easing down.
easing down the road. Right. You,
Let's get it
you
straight here.
pull your horse up abruptly
I wanna
because
get my horse
a
down.
tree limb looks more like a vine, snatches him out of his saddle by his right shoulder. You've been snatched out of your saddle. You guys hear it at this point. You're in front
Strike
of
it with the torch.
It looked like I'm probably the first one to notice
You're the
it.
first one to notice because he's behind. You're the only one behind him. Everybody else is in front of him.
We have a flying elfses
Y'all hear the sound turn. What you see is,
and point.
yeah, what appears to be a vine or part of a tree has him and has pulled him up in the air a bit. At the moment, just he's dangling.
It's really not
And you're
acceptable.
being basically scolded for trying to set the forest on fire. You're the one who hears that.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do? Right now, he may or may not be saying something, but he's just dangling from the tree, being lightly shook. About 15 feet off the ground.
Little yellow stream dripping
Yeah,
off
shaking
one
but not
foot.
stirred.
No,
No?
it's not the first time. This is.
Okay. Whoa. What a mensch. I had no idea.
So I'll start with you first since you're there. You already won him, but I'm going to flip back to you. What are you
I'm not going anywhere near this.
going to do? He's staying where he's at. I'll jump here.
Where's the
Jump.
order in that?
Actually, we're going
craft?
to go
I will
to the
observe
craft.
the area
'Cause
tactical
you're the next one up from
situation.
I just kind of absorb and say, well, let nature deal with its own. I'll just see what happens.
Okay, what are you doing, Mr. Gore?
I'm gonna consult with the two Pioneer guys
Uh-huh.
and see what they think.
Oh, y'all going to chat about what
Yeah.
you see?
Yeah.
The peanut gallery.
Jennell.
Um,
I mean, so far nobody's being attacked. Only he's being manhandled there.
I think we're at a loss.
speechless.
maybe some help up there?
Maybe some help.
Hey, Jim.
I think it's time to toss the fourth glass of oil against the tree bowl and threaten its life with immediate death.
Man. Okay, so y'all see
I am in the
Jim
tree.
here. Jim here slinks some oil on the
Look at our
tree.
past 20 minutes.
Now what are you doing? Are you yelling at the tree?
Yeah,
You're
of
gonna
course.
catch it on fire? Okay. Now which tree? Just the
The
limbs?
tree that has him.
Well, all you see is the limbs that come down. You're not sure which tree that is. So I mean, you're just
Oh,
randomly going to spray every
that's a
tree in the
problem.
neighborhood?
Well, they just
With
trying
my,
to kill
with my
its
awesome
brother.
infravision, can I help?
I have infravision too.
Why not?
They're not because they're
Trees
they're
aren't
not,
warm.
They're not warm. They're plants. They're not humans. They're not.
They're gonna be warned.
Why do you give me infravision? It's completely useless. I mean, there's already anything I can't see with normal vision.
Humanoid type creatures. Yes.
Well, I'm telling the tree. Look,
Okay,
I'm not
here's what
trying
I'm
to
doing.
I'm not causing.
We're in a
any damage.
pannier. What the hell you think
I'm
you're
leaping
doing?
out of the pannier.
Oh, you're leaping
I'm
out.
going into action.
Forest floor to protect. That makes the forest healthier.
That's it.
I don't care if
So
it's
you're
true.
gonna
That's what
fling
I'm
the
telling
you're gonna
you.
fling the oil
One tree.
on just a tree and threaten to burn it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's hollering about. You see him flinging oil on a tree and threatening to burn the tree. What? Or if he doesn't drop your
Drop
buddy or
him
something?
or the tree
Drop
will
your buddy,
die.
or I'm gonna burn the tree. Back to you.
Be
cool
say
about
loudly
it. Be
that
cool.
You told me
maybe
to
we
skip me
should
and him.
sacrifice this.
Y'all three were conversing on what to do at the moment, so that was your
I was not conversing with the tree.
Well, he's
I was
interrupting you
I'm
guys.
not listening to him. I have something to do right away when I see that.
Right
I don't
away.
want to pay attention to him.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to leap out of my pannier onto the head of the horse and leap forward, somersault with Norval between my hands, swinging like this to cut the limb in half.
Oh,
At least that's what I'm going to try to do.
roll me a die.
What kind of die do you want?
20.
Better be a good one.
19.
Whoa!
Alright, he strikes the tree. You don't cut
Die,
the,
tree
you
giant!
don't cut the limb in half. Your sword sticks in the tree. And you're still hanging on to the sword.
Can I roll damage?
You can roll damage.
What do I roll for my short sword?
1d6.
Plus magic.
That's just barely a short.
1!
You put a little nick in the bark.
There you go. Except you bit into the tree.
I was trying to stab it.
Yeah, you hit the tree, but it bit into the bark, and you're hanging on to the roll
Darn right I am.
20. I want to be sure you don't
Get flung off into the
flung off and left your sword stuck in the tree.
Oh, that's not going to happen. I'm gripping the sword with the grip of death. 11.
It's
You're
liable to
good.
be.
You're still hanging on to it.
It's
You're kind
liable
of
to be a
dangling,
grip
hanging
of
on to your
death.
sword.
Never mind the insane halfling
yeah,
tree.
this
This is between you and me.
Well, about this time, now a limb or something
Now he can discuss it with him what's happening, but that's what I'm doing.
wraps around him, and now we're back to you. Now you got this guy stuck in the tree being held while he's still hanging on to the sword. He's over here trying to reason with the tree about he's only burning the dead
I'm not
wood.
going
He's
anywhere.
threatening to burn a tree.
I'm
What are
not
you
going
doing?
anywhere near him.
Oh, he's just hanging tight.
I'm
Hanging
leaning
back,
over the edge of
keeping
my
an eye out.
pannier like this going, what in the hell's going on out here?
All big-eyed and strange.
I'm not going anywhere near that tree.
What's behind you?
And I'm telling the dwarf, don't go anywhere near that tree, come on.
I'm to the cleric.
Yeah, let's stay over here.
So I say, Tree, maybe we can make a deal. How about he doesn't light any more fires and you let him go? How does that sound?
I don't agree.
So far, y'all aren't.
Okay, let him.
These terms are.
So far, now,
I was like, okay, never mind.
Nobody
You
here
can,
has
you
heard
can,
anything, any voices. The only one speaking to anything is him. You're talking to the tree, but it's not. You don't.
okay, never mind. You just have him.
They think we're nuts, he talks to the trees, they think we're nuts.
They don't listen to me.
Anything other than
I'm still
you're still
just
dumbfounded at the situation in general.
waiting for somebody to be fearfully injured so I can help them.
They have not released him, and of course now they have a new one in hand. And
Lighting my
are you
torch.
are you making good with your
At the
threat?
rate
Lighting
we're
my
going,
torch.
that will
Oh,
happen
you're lighting the
soon.
torch.
Oh,
Okay,
just out of
it's still
curiosity,
progressing
was-
the
I gotta
threat.
start
I was
somewhere.
dabbing with Norval. Is there any kind of bonus beyond rolling the 1?
Not unless you're fighting a giant.
It's gigantic. It's a
It's a
huge
big
tree.
tree.
No,
It's
it's
a
an
giant
actual
tree.
giant creature, not itself, like a hill
I
giant.
believe
storm
the
giant,
definition
fire
of
giant.
giant
giant.
size
Giant.
is
Not
not
giant size.
I am-
Not giant size. Not giant size. He's not giant size. He's
Oh.
actual giant.
I think we have enough authority at this table to rewrite that.
I vote we overrule that and modify this rule.
No rewriting the rules on the fly.
Okay.
Let's just say when you're fighting giants, you
Anybody got a red
you are
pen?
superhuman.
I've never seen anything as giant as this tree I'm fighting.
All right.
Oh, when you're 3'9", what do you
Anyway, the tree,
expect?
you're
I'm
trying to
yelling
reason
at
with the
the
tree.
yelling at the other elf.
You're trying to reason with the tree.
Don't keep that torch away from the
Yeah.
oil.
You're trying to reason with the tree,
Yeah,
but
like
now the
you kept
tree has
the
another
tinder
limb.
away from the forest. Those were dead trees.
The tree has another limb up now, but this time instead of around your shoulder, it's up around your neck.
It's gonna
Okay,
kill you.
because and basically he's telling you that you've already tried to start fires one place. They know you're not just trying to start fires to kill the dead wood, and you're supposed to be
You don't
their
need to
friend.
kill
Okay,
dead
you're the
wood.
druid,
That's right.
and obviously you need to be disposed of
You're
because
supposed to be my friend too.
well, no,
But
it's you, but you're trying to kill him. So you're
I'm not trying. All right, look, how about if I only start a few small fires?
controlled burns.
Controlled birds,
Yeah.
that's it, controlled birds.
All right, back to you,
I'll
Frank.
Selective harvest of the dead
Yell out to
wood.
the full elf. I think you should light the oil.
Really?
Go for it.
You want to light the oil?
I am so confused now.
Okay.
It's the first
I don't
time-
care what he does, I'm not getting out of the pannier.
You're right now. You're wrapped up. I mean, I don't know what you want to try to do.
Okay, so I'm thinking that with a 1, it didn't go very deep in. So I'm taking my sword and hacking madly at the tree, and spittle flies, and I bite it and shriek my hatred, and I'm just going to town.
The tree has a hold of
You're-
him?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
And I'm
tree's
wiggly, and I'm a thief, so I don't know if it can hold me as well as it can hold him.
open.
So I think I might get my arms free and get a big stab.
Roll me a 20 die. We'll see.
What a nice
I'm not
referee you are.
I mean, the
We agree
embrace.
with this
19.
one.
I'll let you wriggle free, but they're still hanging onto your sword.
Wriggle free.
Oh, there
No,
goes
no,
the
I rolled a
roll.
1! I rolled a 1!
Nope. What
How
I'm
much
saying
damage
is,
is that?
Grass.
you're no longer in the grasp, but it's holding your sword. So you can either let go of the sword, let
No,
the
no,
tree
no.
have it, or you can dangle by the sword, but the tree doesn't
That's not
have you.
about one hand on the sword, one hand on this dagger, stab, 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 stab. Let go of my sword! Let go of Norval, I mean.
Okay, I got you.
So
You'll
can I
stab
stab with this dagger?
You can stab with your dagger, sure.
Okay,
your
roll another
initials.
nice.
You can roll, yeah, whatever you're doing. You're just like whittling on the tree.
18.
That's fine. You're whittling. You're
Do I
going
get
down on
some
the
damage?
tree.
I could roll a d4 or something?
Roll all the damage you want. You're just whittling on the tree.
Light the oil.
You are whittling on the tree. You're making marks.
You're actually
on the
telling
tree.
me to do
You're
that.
chopping
Yeah.
on the tree.
Carve your
He's
initials.
still hanging on to your sword.
I'm trying to cut loose myself from Norval.
I know.
Big
And
heart.
the more you
Yeah,
try,
right.
the more you try to
As soon as
cut
he
it
lets
loose,
me,
you just more.
Jefferson's Normal.
My turn.
You
It's gonna be
listen.
you trying to get Norval out of there.
See,
for a
two
little
crazies in
You
security
don't wanna
are up
let
in
go,
the
though,
tree
I
with the
promise.
oil. I mean, we can be
You have a desire to
resolved
be
of all the problems.
Many of them.
I'm not getting anywhere near that tree.
You're not getting anywhere near the tree. He's the only one who can really do some real damage to the tree with the axe. He got involved. But he's
I did two,
But it's
I
about
did
to
2
go
points
on
of damage.
fire,
I
no
rolled a
way.
2.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
thinking these are two consenting adults.
Jennell,
Yes, thank you.
now you see this going on. He's going to town on the tree limb that won't let go of his sword now. He's being choked. He's about to catch something on fire. He's encouraging him to catch it on fire. And now it's your turn.
This seems like a good time just to kind of search around in the ground under here, because these two have been dumped upside down There's obviously things that have been dumped down here before.
So you're stealing his treasure. I love that.
Yes! Yes!
There's only one gold piece.
You won't lose anything.
Look at more where that came from.
You're a thief, and you're in all kinds of business all the time, so you're not going to lose anything. You're always strapped down well. So
I'm okay if I lose the money. It's like it's one gold piece, right? So.
I just say, guys, I think we let the druid and the tree work things out.
all right. So you dropping the fire?
What's the guy's name?
Herr Kraft.
Kraft?
Yeah.
By the power of Kraft! I'm smashing the torch down on the tree.
All right. Well, the tree that you soaked in oil now just goes up.
I
in
love
flames.
that
Flame
idea.
all up the
Was
side
it
of
the good tree or not?
It's not the tree that's holding him. Okay.
Dang
But
it.
but basically, the tree hits. I mean, flames are going up the side of the tree. Now everybody, you can all see what's going on. I mean, you can see everything up into the tree. You see, there's regular trees, but then amongst the regular trees, there's some darker trees, more darker, like mahogany type bark. There's about 6 of them, and one of them happens to be holding him. The others are kind of circled around you guys.
6 of them, that's a lot.
Yeah, but there's only one of them holding him, and the rest are normal trees. But you caught one on fire,
So I'm sticking to my theory.
and
Scary.
yeah,
It don't
you
matter.
caught one on fire.
It's
So
in theory that counts.
back to Frank.
Back to Frank.
Seeing how many there are here, I'll try in common or whatever our standard language is, yelling out, "We travel in the name of King," whatever the king's name was.
Ruthless.
Let us lawfully pass.
Okay. We'll hold on for a second. We'll get a response. Yes. Tim's
Let's go with Norval!
okay, good. That's the normal thing.
And I'm cautioning the dwarf, don't do anything stupid.
Alright, I'm not gonna do anything stupid, I'll stay where he is.
That's stupid.
I'll
Back
take
to
good
Jennell.
advice.
Jennell.
The damn thing I can do against giant trees anyway.
Burns the elf.
Remember the bears, so I'm still.
I'm gonna sit down and lean back against one of the trees and watch.
Preferably one of the darker ones.
Mr.
Yeah,
Fire.
dark tree or light tree?
The dark tree or the light tree?
I'd go for light.
It's a light tree.
Okay.
I'm going to take out the wrong tree anyway. There's no reason to have this tree on fire. I'm going to do
Okay, we don't have to put it that way.
He didn't guess the right tree.
I realize you're going to be gone in 15 minutes. But let's be a little more sensitive to the real players of this game. Shall we try saying that again?
Hey, you went talking with hundreds of mushrooms then.
Well, here we go.
I'm going to do a create water above the tree to try and put out the fire.
Well, it's
You're trying to put out my fire?
Yes.
Without my permission?
Yes.
It's fire based on oil, so water and oil don't mix
Must be
well.
fire based on
You'll be
poison
able
darts.
to put out most of the fire. There's still gonna be a little fire leaking on places where the oil didn't get washed off. You know, you're still gonna have a little flame going there, but it'll be about a third of the size it was before. There's still fire going, but not enough water to put.
Third of the size it was before?
Because not. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You can't put the whole
Drawmage is not happy. Drawmage is not happy.
Okay. Now one of the other darker trees limbs goes down to wrap around the tree that you caught on fire and kind of just does a rake down the tree. Wraps itself and does a rake down the tree to try to rake the
It's
oil and fire off.
masturbating the tree?
There you go. Just like that. Trying to help with the fire. It actually drags all the oil and This might excite Tim though.
Yeah. Well, you haven't noticed a couple of times that panier's been rocking real hard.
This gets its hand all sticky.
No, Big B's
but,
lotion hand.
Yeah.
Okay,
vulgar
I
hand.
was a little gross. You guys are getting real gross.
But anyway, he rakes what's on the tree that's on fire. He basically rakes off a layer of some of the bark and stuff and gets it onto the ground so that it's going to go out shortly because it's away from the tree.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's just kind of smoldering small flames around the base of the tree now. And he's starting to, you're starting to not be able to breathe. And if you look over there, you notice he's not as vocal anymore.
Okay.
As he's,
I'm gonna try to yell, "Stop hurting the tree!"
That's not why you're getting crushed to death.
That's not why you're.
I'm gonna confess to the tree.
Oh.
Oh, I need you to roll me a 20 die.
Now, look, I don't know why I want to start these fires, but I got this new bow that's really, really cool, and now I want to
Okay.
start fires in the forest. You have to help me.
One of the limbs grabs you by the left ankle.
Tries to. I got a real nice armor class, buddy.
And wow's your dex?
Does. You've been snatched by your left ankle and picked up off the ground about 6 feet, so you're dangling upside down.
Not happy.
Who's
Now, no,
laughing?
you're not
Oh, you know what this says? It's pinata time! Anybody bring a spear?
happy. What would you like to do? I mean,
Well,
you
the
still
only
have magic
reason
at your
that
fingertips.
cleric is alive at this moment is because I can't stab him to death. I guess I have to use my longsword on the thin, very fragile limb that has me by the ankle.
Stop cutting the trees.
You're gonna swing at your own ankle,
No.
upside down.
No, I'm not.
I'm
You
just
are
clarifying.
again in
I'm
error,
I'm clarifying before you swing a longsword hanging upside down at your own ankle. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say there's a high croc factor there,
Well, no,
possibility.
it could depend on his roll, but I'm just
Yeah.
asking before he makes that roll.
Anything under about a 7, we might be going, ow.
I'm just, adding a little caution there before you do it.
I have to ask you a out of game question.
Sure.
In the good old days when life was sweet and Gary was king, we could read a spell out of our book and actually use the spell.
Yes, you can,
I can.
but it works just like a scroll. It will be
Yes,
done.
and I understand that. I'm just asking because I don't care about my book of spells.
I'm just letting you know.
Since this is a
Wait,
one-off
who are the real
investment.
players here?
Yeah, the real players, Jim. Come on.
Okay, now I'm back in the game.
Yes, it works like a scroll. Yes, sir.
Okay, that sounds great. What I'd like to
You
do
can
now
actually
is-
do that on spells higher level than you're allowed to cast, and there's a probability they could work.
Really?
Or they could misfire.
What's the
in your face.
probability? Because I want to
Based
do
off
that.
your intelligence.
Oh well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for you, that's pretty good. So you could actually cast a spell one level higher than you're allowed, but there's a percentage chance it could.
Okay, that sounds good.
And you do have second level spells. in you.
Yeah, I'm ready. Anytime you tell me I can.
All right. So you're gonna. So are you swinging? Are you swinging this long sword? What are you doing?
In my infinite wisdom, I've decided not to do that.
So you're deciding you're gonna do something.
On
else
second
possible.
thought,
All right, back to Frank.
upon reflection, I've
Well, I
decided that
had
might
no
not be the
reaction
best
to
motion.
yelling at them, reminding them that we lawfully passed the king's forest.
Nope, not yet.
Trying to drop the king.
They ain't buying it.
Well, the forest probably needs to talk amongst itself to determine.
That's pretty scary.
Well, hey, me and the dwarf
Well,
are more than
continue
willing to do
to
that,
stay
right,
out of
dwarf?
their way and
We're more than
don't do
willing to let
anything
them talk
to piss
it
them
out.
off.
All right,
And
Tim. He's still checking out the side.
Oh, what do you want? I'm 4
And
foot
you're still
3.
stabbing at the tree.
Is it letting go of the sword?
Actually, hold on. Let me look.
12 hit points. Yeah, I'm going to take on a giant tree or two.
Yeah.
Sure.
Actually, the limb
Become an ornament
slings itself
festooning
like to get rid of you.
the tree.
Okay.
I need you to roll me a d20. Make sure
See
you
how
hang
far
on
it
when he
throws
does the
you?
swing. Well, see if he still hangs on.
Well, I hope
Or
it
the,
throws
the
you.
sword could come
15
loose.
feet.
The sword could come loose as well.
Boy, are you an optimist.
1.
Okay.
Well, that ain't likely.
Yeah.
Good
You get
deal.
slung off, and now you just fall through there, hit the ground, and your sword's still in the tree limbs. But you are now on the ground.
Okay.
You didn't take any damage.
Well,
I don't take any
It's-
damage?
At that
Don't take any
height,
damage. No, he
Oh.
got slung down. He's only about 10, 15 feet up.
Just
He gets
take
slung
15.
down, and it says you're out there on the side of the road.
no
The
rocks,
forest
pit
gets-
traps.
No. It's all
Listen to
poisonous
this. The
stuff.
crafts over there lobbying for you to get
Leaves,
damage.
undergrowth, yeah.
I
He's okay.
remember that
He's
later.
a thief too. And he tumbles well, so he hits the ground. He comes up.
Yeah, I got like a jump skill and everything.
Hey, you're good. You're good. Your turn. But your sword's up there at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
Normal,
About 10
normal.
feet up. Your turn.
He's gonna cast a spell, I know it's gonna be bad, so I'm gonna stay where I am again. for this
One
is-
way or another, it's gonna be bad.
Jennell,
And I'm going to the dwarf. Good idea. Good thinking.
you've seen him get slung out of the tree. He's snatched upside down. He's about turning blue now, or he's gagging.
Hard to tell though with an elf, isn't it?
Fires out on the tree. Basically, a little
pretty
smoky
pale.
stuff on the ground.
Shucks.
Is healing ranged or touch?
So what type of
Touch,
halo are we talking
generally
about?
Touch.
Touch if it's a heal spell.
You want to jump up and try to grab him?
I haven't actually taken any damage.
Yeah, he's being choked out at the
Choking.
moment. He's being choked out.
Yeah, but no hit points yet.
Yeah.
Of course, that's something that doesn't need hit points. You're dead when we decide, right, Doug?
Well, he can squeeze
That's the way
you
that
pass out,
works.
and after that you can be dying.
The tree, I have a question. Do the trees appear to be climbable?
There are some lower limbs on the normal trees. On the darker trees, their limbs don't seem to start till about the 10-15 foot mark.
Yeah, might as
So
well
I
be
mean,
the
unless
Empire
you're gonna
State
jump up
Building
there and
for us.
rattle in, you know, I mean, you're 6'6".
No way, I have a whole
That's
spine
still
skill.
pretty
It's
high.
still kind of high,
It's still
and it depends on what you're wearing.
particularly
Minus
armor.
15.
Yeah,
Chainmail, no, it's not.
yeah, if you're trying to jump, it may be a little difficult.
Look, if we ever need to dig,
John?
we're good. That's
Pick
my
another
secondary
number.
skill. is
We'll get them up
fine.
here in a minute. Just pick it.
I'm gonna do a detect evil on the dark retreat.
You're not detecting any evil in the forest.
Forest.
Mr. Cleric?
Not, I'm not evil.
I yell out to the trees, can't we all just get along?
Yell it at the
Yeah,
tree.
what a great remark. It's your very last remark.
Now,
Yeah.
you'll notice at the moment, the tree that's squeezing isn't squeezing any harder, but you're not breathing any better.
Okay.
You feel like in another couple of minutes, you're gonna be passed out. But you don't feel threatened for your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling the tree.
We can change that.
It's not me.
It's not me, it's the.
It's this bow.
All right, back to, now, you'll notice up there your little sword that's in the tree limbs up above you, that the little limbs that are kind of holding it are kind of diddling with it and passing it to the next tree.
Uh-oh, it's gone. Bye-bye.
Let me go and
Say-
you can
Not
keep
necessarily
the
gone,
sword.
but it's
Say
just
goodbye to
passing it
normal.
It's in the circle, so they're just kneeling.
Come on.
All right,
Come on,
Jim.
say goodbye to normal.
Am I still consumed with insane lust for normal?
Um,
Now that I don't
you'd like to have
it?
normal back, yes, but I mean, you're not, I mean, if you lose normal, it's not the end of the world, but you'd like to have it back because it's a nice sword. It made you feel like pretty damn powerful.
Well, since I actually have a climb skill, despite the fact it's minus 15 for being a hobbit, I'm gonna try to climb the tree that has normal.
Has normal, okay, roll,
There's a,
me
there's, a,
up.
there's a whole percentage skill thing here somewhere if I can find
Tree
it.
climbing is fairly easy.
Here it is.
Yeah, it's pretty
Climb trees.
yeah.
Climb
Compared to a
walls. A
marble
tree can't be any harder to climb than a wall, right?
Correct.
86% minus 15 for being a hobbit. 81, right? Or 71 or less, right?
Yeah.
Am I,
Roll
is
me
that,
percent.
am I correctly
Yes.
identifying that?
Yeah, you're
I
good.
think we have the math right on this one.
And actually, on a tree, you can climb the wall.
29.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
So
You're
I'm
climbing the
climbing the
tree,
tree.
you're scrambling up the tree with the, that has the sword in it at the moment.
Yeah, I have to shatter it.
You have to shatter the tree,
Mm-hmm.
casting the spell.
See, I don't know. I'll have to, I think I have to go
Does
up
a
to like the
shatter
biggest
tree
chunk that I can shatter. I don't think I can get the whole tree. If you say I
No,
can,
no, you'll be able to get the limb, I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna shatter the limb that's holding you.
yeah,
The limb that's holding stuff?
Holding his,
holding me. I don't care about
Oh,
his.
holding.
He's worried about himself.
Actually, I like the Hobbit to fall and die myself. I got a horrible 4.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, but he didn't know that when he rolled it.
Yeah, he's about to find out when all his files are supposed to shatter.
Shatter his own ankle.
That is not possible, young man.
If you miss the limb, you might hit your ankle.
I'm pretty sure you can't miss.
No, you're good. Your spell doesn't work for you. The limb's fine, you're still dangling by her. It's not squeezing or anything, it's just holding you at bay, upside down.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Kind of looked like an
You're
obscene
starting
Christmas
to-
ornament.
you're seeing
hanging
stars.
there.
At this
It
point,
closed
you're
all
seeing
up over
stars.
your head.
The tree's not reasoning with you or anything, just telling, you're getting a whine. It sounds like it might be coming from one tree. You're getting another.
Yeah, Jennell, you
it
may
needs
want
to
to
be
go
dealt
over and look
with,
underneath
you know,
Jim, see anything
we
fell
need
out
to
of his
destroy-
pocket
When you
yet.
destroy the evil, someone else saying, there's no evil here, you know, so you can hear the trees talk amongst themselves.
This is
but-
not your evil. Oh, different game, son.
There you go. What are you doing this round?
Looking under Jim.
You're still, you're just.
See if anything fell out of his pocket.
Well, I have to tell you that I did wear a kilt this day. As everyone knows.
All right, you draw a name.
As everyone
seeing
knows.
All right, y'all swap tables.
Thanks for playing our game.
Well, we had a break there.
That's why I like this. I wanna go.
To be fair, he did get an hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm working at. That's what I'm watching.
We certainly hope that this next gentleman plays a better game.
Yeah, no pressure,
It
Jim.
doesn't accuse
put
him,
pressure on
of
him.
making mistakes down here, okay?
Just because we're the most famous designers in the whole industry, don't let that bother you at all.
It used to, but it used to make me more nervous than it does now.
Okay, back to Frank.
You're starting to bother me.
Okay, you hear,
In my
not in
head?
your ears, but you hear, you don't know where it's coming from per se, but
Okay.
in your head. You hear, well, the king has no authority here. But we got to deal with this guy that keeps trying to destroy the forest. You know, unless you guys can control him, we're gonna have to take it.
Out loud, I say, we bring tree food, and I pull out a couple of horse houses.
It's the first time I think in 34 years of gaming, that's the first time I've heard a tree having a good use to have horse apples with. It's a gift.
Tree food. All right, back to the hobbit that climbing the tree. I'm sure you're still hanging out. in the house.
Yeah, I'm looking out of the box.
I'm
Have I got my sword yet?
Well, no, you're up in the limbs with it, but you notice it's now being passed to the next tree.
Well, I'm an excellent climber, and if it can pass it, I can
You're
climb
jumping. You're
over
climbing
the
over
limbs.
to
You're
the
gonna
trees.
jump?
Okay, you're scrambling. Get
Why
one.
not?
No, roll me a d20.
Because we can pass it.
Yeah, okay, sure. Roll a 1 and fall out of the tree.
How fast can the tree move, right? I can climb as fast
Yeah,
as
but how badly can you miss jumping? That's the point.
20.
Ooh.
Okay, now probably you jump right to the next limb. Actually, you jump to the limb that has the sword, so it's only about 2 or 3 feet away.
Okay, well.
All right,
Then
we'll see what
I
you
lunge
have
for
for
it.
the next round. Yeah, we'll do that next round.
Lunge for.
Lunge for it. What you doing? You're still,
I rolled 20. I couldn't do better. I
know-
didn't land on it. I landed 2 feet away.
yeah, well, you got the limb, and you're
Help
right next
me,
to it. It's pretty
Obi-Wan
close.
Kenobi.
Yeah.
Help you.
You know,
You caused your own trouble.
I was gonna say,
You caused it all, so what the hell are you talking about? You and your damn spark stuff. Gonna call you Zippo.
I won this game in auction. I don't want to die yet. I think I'm gonna hang right where I am.
I love that attitude.
Hey, I'm in the basket going, good choice,
Yeah,
good
really,
choice.
very well
I
done.
love that. All right, you were seeing stars last round. You're now
riding with you guys.
You're blacking
That's
out.
it.
You're blacking out. That's what you're doing.
If you make a bad
If you
decision,
guys
you
know
might feel a sharp
his eyes are
poke.
shut.
Yeah, all right.
He's got a
Drink
little bit
again,
of
drink
drink
again.
going on. Jim
Yeah,
back
roll
on
that.
it.
I'm gonna cut.
Well, wherever I can reach.
Long sword? All right, roll
I don't
that.
know. You got some
I'm
problems.
trying really hard to get my ankle.
Extra hard.
That butt's gonna be a good target.
With your long sword?
Pretty damn good.
Your foot comes off.
That would actually be a 21 since my longsword is
Sorry, but it's a
+1.
natural 20.
Oh, well then it automatically cauterizes the stump of your ankle.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that idea for the GM.
Yeah. I probably dropped it into the fire that he started.
Unfortunately, your foot falls into
You
the fire. It's
actually,
consumed.
you slice what you actually do is you slice the limb almost all the way through, but your weight causes it to tear the last, you know how when you're pulling bark out, it
Bark
tears
off.
off the tree a little bit?
What are you implying?
You fall it tears. By your weight, after you cut mostly through the limb, you fall, but you tear some of the bark off
Oh,
the
do we
tree.
hear the tree scream? God, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta piss that tree off.
He hears,
like-
you barely hear
it's like
your
laying-
slight unconsciousness there. You hear something screaming before you pass out. Okay?
Terrible.
You're on the ground.
It's like
and
being flayed
the
for a
tree does
tree.
the tree does like a jerk movement.
It's
you know?
learned to fear me now, hasn't it?
It does like a jerk movement. Okay. There you go. You guys see this guy come out of the tree, and
Out of the tree.
yeah, he's on the ground. He's falling on the ground.
Thud.
Looking bold and brave.
Looking bold and brave. Yeah. You know?
Are you hurt?
With a
Really? I mean,
with
are
a
you
note of
hurt?
hopeful
You're
expectations.
about
Can
6
I
feet off
carry
the
you?
ground,
Can
so
I
you're
carry
not
you?
hurt.
I'm fine, thank you, young lady. Or young man, whichever.
Clark.
I'm gonna like hide my face.
What character are you these days?
I'm gonna
I'm
make a
female.
blast.
Excellent, alright.
You're
I'm
hiding your face
fine.
from him.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Stab him and give him some.
Stab him, give him something to do, give Jennell something to do.
Yeah. Sandy, what do you do now? You're 2 feet from your sword.
Talking about make work.
Yep. You're gonna scramble to your sword.
We're union.
You're scrambling to your sword.
Yeah, I'm 2 feet away, you said.
Okay, so you grab your sword. You now have
Well, it's
sword.
half
in
your
hand.
body length.
You
Have
have
I
your,
got it away from the tree?
you haven't got away from Greavers. You're hanging on your sword now. You have sword in hand again, like you did before. You have sword, hand on hilt. It's got sword at other end.
Well, I'm gonna pull it out of the tree.
You try
No,
to pull it out
apparently
of the
you're
tree?
not.
You can't. You can roll, but I don't think you'll be able to pull out a tree.
Okay, what do I have to roll to pull it out of the tree?
Natural 20 probably.
Ooh, that's all.
Die.
No.
Did you roll
Yeah,
it?
you did.
Yeah, I think it's a rigged
All right,
app.
all right.
That app rolls awful goddamn high.
All right, you
Is
jerk
that
it
Gary's yellow dye in there?
7. I rolled a 1. 2.
out. I got you. I'll try 16. All right, you jerk the sword right out of the tree's grasp.
Okay.
So you're holding your sword as you're still in the
dropped
tree.
He's still in the
I
tree.
immediately
He
dropped
should
to the
fall
ground.
out of the tree when that happens. Or take damage.
She's hanging on.
No, I'm not.
Jennell
I'm
needs something to
immediately dropping out of
do.
the
Let
ground.
him fall out.
I'm immediately dropping out of the tree when I get the sword.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you're good. He's still not too high. He's only about 10, 15 feet up.
That's nothing threatening I can do.
All right,
Oh,
you
you're
snatched-
only 4 times your body height. Yeah,
snatched-
okay.
You snatched your.
I didn't ask for any favors.
He's good. It's soft ground out here.
That
All right,
must
you
be.
snatched it out of the tree and you're okay.
Like it
You're
was
below
all
the tree.
plowed last week. Soft
You're still
mold.
what, hiding in your hole? Okay.
It's not a
If
hole.
I haven't
it's a
gotten any
nicely
reaction to
woven
my offer, I'll actually
wicker pannier.
dare to
Quite
approach the
comfortable.
trees
I'm thinking
with
about
gifts
leasing
of
it.
food in either hand,
Okay, so-
and repeat my offer.
I got you. Nobody said anything back in.
Okay.
You're still.
I'm still doing what I'm
You're
doing.
still doing what you're doing, Jim. Back to you. You're limping the tree. He's limping the tree. You don't know if he's dead or alive.
Problem is, none of us care. If we
I'm
get the hell out of
setting
here.
fires, we're ahead of the game.
Yeah.
He's about 12 or 15 feet out.
No more
So,
fires?
he's
Let's
outside
go.
the reach.
Somebody be sure to take my bow.
Do what?
No, I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
hit
that's
points these
what
guys. I'm
happened.
gonna give a
Hey,
switch
Dennis.
point.
All right.
How you
We're
doing?
at the trees.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Just the one.
Yeah, the one that's holding him. That's what you're trying to
So I
do.
get like a 5 die, I think. Blue spell, how high of a die do I get on a single creature?
Uh,
For what's this
a
spell?
single 8 die.
All these people at the table.
Up to maximum 4
This is awesome.
Let's see
or
what-
4 plus.
So I just tried it, see what happened.
Try it, see what happens.
You got sleep the tree or
No,
not?
you can't. You cast your spell, no results.
Played first edition since
All right.
1978.
This is only the third time I played this.
I never
Maybe
played
five
it.
or
I've
something.
never left
Nobody
go
said they
D&D.
disregarded your.
I never
Nobody
left
said
go.
you did too.
Okay.
I
You're
never
still
did
waiting.
play D&D.
What are you doing now that you got your sword?
Well, I was approaching
Oh,
them
you're
slightly for the first time.
Yeah, yeah.
offering the
Nobody,
food.
they haven't done anything.
I run up to the foot of one of the tree giants and I hack madly at it with a saw.
Okay, you hack manly at the sword.
Very
Roll me a d20.
Talk about a single-minded obsession. Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, I would suggest counseling.
I didn't actually.
We need to see an arborist.
7.
Oh, you're whacking away at the tree. The tree doesn't seem to. The tree is not bothered with it at the moment. You'll notice that
Clem says,
besides
"I'm
him
gonna
being
talk to you
limp
about
in the
this
tree,
obsession of yours."
besides him being limp in the tree, he now has 2 trees that are. You don't know what they're doing with him, but they have him in their limbs, and they're kind of like almost like searching him. You know, like you'd search someone, but you have no clue what's going on. He's about 12, 15 feet off the ground.
It's kind of kinky.
Yeah, and you don't know what they're doing to him up there. Okay, but he's limp at the moment.
Little privacy.
Again, you don't know if he's dead or alive. Jim,
Yeah, they, no, may be interested in coming up and seeing what's
the
going
trees
on.
aren't attacking the rest of you guys at the moment. I mean, it's
So,
outside of you having started the fire. You might have one on you shortly, but the one you cut.
great.
If you were to look up at the tree that you cut earlier, you'll notice that he's starting to grow back his.
Limb.
Yeah, he's healing his bark torn off and nubbing his.
I get on my horse and start going towards the princess.
He's ready to leave. He's getting on the horse to leave.
And I'm going to the dwarf. Sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen
and
to
he's
the
over here
man.
trying to wheel on one of the trees at the base of the tree.
Yeah,
Doesn't
let
seem
that
to-
screw.
Doesn't seem to care.
He's trying to cut his initials on the bottom of the tree.
Well, I'm not trying to hit a tree. I'm hoping there's these giant tree things that are
Yeah,
animated.
that's what you're
I'm
hacking on.
looking
Yeah,
at.
that's what you're hacking on.
Yeah,
You're hacking on its
one.
base, but you're not doing a whole lot of damage to the base. I mean, you're doing a few chips here and there, but by the time you're done hacking on the left, you start hacking on the right, the left side starts to heal itself.
Oh, zombie trees!
Yeah, really.
While you're hacking on the
Oh,
right.
troll trees!
They don't look as well. It looks like a tree would after a tree
Tree
actually
trolls!
heals over time. You wind up
It
with
does
scars.
look damage, but it looks like
It's not
Trolls
like a
are
giant.
Okay, I tried that first. I didn't like it.
I
It
think it
sounded
works
like.
better.
Oh, okay, troll trees?
Looks like your guys' logo.
Very-
Yeah, I was just about to call on the power of that, just to see if it works.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, you see
Anything
what
else?
we.
He's got on his horse and started to ride. Remember, he's in the very lead, so he started to ride, towards
I'm gonna watch the vines mess with this guy.
You're watching
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna watch
vines?
the
You-
tree.
You've been here for 7 minutes and you're watching the vines?
Yeah.
That'll live down in history as a good act.
Well, as you watch after a few minutes, you'll notice that
Jim's got to deal with the
the
angel
short
of
bow that he
death.
has been
Everybody
taken
get to
by
do
one
something
of the
stupid.
limbs,
Jim gets points.
and now they're actually examining, for lack of a better term, the short bow, while he's just kind of being held off to the side. He's still limp.
I'm looking about and collecting deadfall.
I love that idea.
Just picking up some tinder, huh?
Lots of all sizes.
All sizes.
Yeah, we got an empty pannier at the door, or the.
Are you stacking it somewhere in particular?
All around the bases of dark trees.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Not setting any fires. Not
Okay, I got you.
just stacking up.
Are you still over here whittling on the bottom of this tree?
Yeah, really.
Sandy, you still whittling on the tree here?
No, I've
It doesn't look
defeated
like you're
them.
doing a whole lot of damage.
I've defeated the trees, and I now want to rack up my experience points.
damage to the tree, and the tree doesn't seem to really care at the
I
moment.
have defeated it.
You defeated the tree. Hey, what are you doing?
How many experience
Trees
points
don't
for
have
moral
feet.
victory?
Since they have not realized the wonderful delicacy they're being offered here, I
Of the
want
horse
to find,
apples?
right, I want to find the nearest roots coming from a dark tree,
Okay.
best as I can, since
Yeah,
I
the
don't
crown,
have night vision
yeah.
or anything. But try and clear away a little bit of dirt, not much, and pack a couple of horse apples in around the roots, so
So
you can
you-
taste these
Oh,
delicacies.
that's the equivalent of stuffing one up your nose. Hey, don't you want to eat one of these?
I was gonna say it was like aiding the enemy, but.
Aiding the enemy, yeah, feeding the enemy, huh? Unless they're poison horse apples.
Well, unless maybe they're magic horse
How
apples.
about you?
Maybe they're sleep apples.
We'll bring them under my
If you look
spell.
up, if you look up in there, you'll
Isn't
notice
that
he's
what they
riding
gave
out.
Snow
Here,
White,
he's
a
in the
sleep
leash.
apple?
He's riding out. He's
Oh.
riding into the woods because he's not interested anymore hanging
You're
around.
going
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Well, you don't know. He just sees you starting to ride
That's
out.
right.
He doesn't know.
Very good. Yes. 'Cause-
I'm just letting him know what he sees. I'm
All
not
right.
telling you what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
He's riding off. You don't know why, but it appears he's had enough of this kind of thing.
So if I,
He's limping the tree, but he no longer has his short bow. They're off in another set of.
well, they can have the bow.
Well, I'm just telling you, that's what you see.
They can have him too. We
The
don't
bow's
care.
on the other side. He's just kind of hanging off at the moment in fair limbs.
Now,
He's over here whacking the whittling away, I guess, on the bottom of the tree.
once they took the bow, did they like
And he's
loosen them up
stacking.
at all?
Well, that's why I'm saying he is now just kind of over there
Sword on meth over
sitting in a limb, basically just limp. They're paying more attention to the bow than to him at the moment. They're
Okay.
examining the bow. He's just sitting there in a motionless.
How high up is he?
About 12 to 15 feet.
Well, that's not gonna do me any good.
Not even if I stand on your shoulders.
Or vice versa.
And he's over here
Well, yeah, if you stood on the horse and then I
You
stood
don't know
on
what
you,
he's
we
doing
could reach
particularly.
him.
I mean, you have improvision, but he's over here digging holes or something at the base of the tree, trying to stuff things.
Fertilizing the
I
trees.
don't want to be a part of that either.
And
And I'm
over
just
here
doing
stacking-
whatever the
she's
horse
stacking
goes,
Deadwood,
you know?
deadwood around the trees.
Now that I'm completely aware of what's going on everywhere, I'm gonna stay where I am because weird stuff is going on. I don't want to miss it.
Okay.
That could be this finding of this
Uh,
adventure.
It'd be a thing.
T-shirt.
You'll notice that now that they have the bow in hand and they kind of sort of disregard him, then the next thing you know, the limbs are coming towards the ground, like they're just going to lay him on the ground.
Oh, they don't drop him?
Nope, they're just
Oh,
laying him on
come
the ground.
on, man. There's not enough falling damage in this game.
Oh, they're gonna drop him. Why don't you stand and watch for another 10 minutes, Claire? Just an idea.
Jim, what are you doing? You're starting to ride off. Are you doing?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Because
Okay.
lighting the trees on fire would work so much better.
I'm gonna do something different. Here we go.
How long's
What
his
happens
dedication,
first is
Jim?
a faintly
He's getting all
glowing,
snarky.
man-like shape, similar to a creature from the elemental plane of fire, appears among these trees. Four large. I'm reading from the spell that I'm casting.
Yes, but what spell is this?
Dancing lights.
Okay, I just want to be sure we're not. You're
Oh,
not
okay.
reading from some ninth level
But
spell.
those trees. Yeah, no. It's first level spell.
Okay.
But remember, these trees don't know it's dancing lights.
You don't know much
Maybe
about
they
these
do.
trees.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
But anyway, four glowing lights resembling will-o'-the-wisp appear by each one of these black trees, the horrible black trees. And then I'm shouting, "Release him and go away, or face the wrath of the fire elemental lord."
You say this with confidence?
With confidence, yes.
After you
Not
whack one
standing
of its
and
legs?
watching for 10 minutes like some people.
Okay. Okay. At this time, his body's now on the ground.
Success!
You guys have seen this. Okay, he just gave you the description of what he cast, and they did put the body on the ground. Now, whether that was the reason or not, you can make your own assessment.
It seemed like he was already on his way to the ground. I wouldn't take too much credit for that.
But I'm just letting you know that's what you all see. He's now cast a spell. His little will-o'-wisp shows up. He's threatened to burn him down because he's the lord of.
Don't forget the
fire
creature that
elemental.
looks just like a fire elemental guy appears too.
Oh yeah. Y'all see these things that look like fire elementals that
The
he just
important
called
thing is-
forth and threatens to burn the trees
Yeah,
down.
exactly.
Okay? And the body is now laying on the ground, so I don't know. He's a pretty badass dude to me. But anyway,
But some of us didn't watch for 10 minutes to tell all of that.
yeah. And the bow, if anybody's paid attention to the bow has sort of like disappeared into the tree. Nobody sees the bow. He's on the ground unconscious or whatever. He's limp. You don't know what he is. What are you doing?
Drag him up.
You're just gonna pick him up.
So drag him and squeeze into a
Okay.
See, that's what clerics do.
Let's
That was
pick
the first
up.
nice
Stick
thing I've
up
seen
for the
anybody do for you.
They don't try to. Okay.
Yeah,
You buried your
in my campaign.
Right.
horse apples, but you'll notice that the
Depending upon the size of
by the time you get done burying the horse apples, that it's not a dark tree. You're at the base of a
okay.
regular tree. all of a
Okay.
sudden.
Hmm.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Well, I say out loud in Elvish.
Okay.
You
Okay.
speak Elvish?
Yes.
You're
I
much
s-
better looking than I thought you were.
I say out loud in Elvish. Oh, great trees of the wood, if you can help us with our insane comrades, namely the hobbit tree killer and the druid arsonist, then we would very much appreciate your assistance.
We've taken care, as you can see, we've taken care of the druid, so.
Yeah,
No,
get this in
I
my
took
head.
you
care
heard
of the
this in your
druid.
head.
Yeah, you can think what you
No
want.
doubt about that.
Yeah, you think what you
heard your
want.
head, We've
Okay.
taken care of the problem
Okay.
with the druid.
But what of the hobbit tree killer?
They're not even worried about that. We have no
Nobody
problem with
is,
the hobbit
really.
tree killer, yeah.
I'm walking casually over behind the
You'll know,
hag right here.
if you're still hacking on the
6'11"
tree, you'll
person.
notice it's no longer.
No,
a
no,
dark
I said
tree.
I wasn't. I'm walking over behind the hag, the 6'11" person.
Yeah, the cleric.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a pickpocket skill, it says.
Sure.
Suddenly there's a glowing woolly
Now you gotta remember. Now you gotta remember
right
this.
by your hand.
Now, hold on a second.
Oh, did you
I'm
hear
telling
that?
you I'm picking pockets.
Nope, hold on. Just remember, this is a cleric in full plate.